So I don't know.
Yeah, same. Like I got this one from him, but it's smaller. I think the shipping was around 2.
Yeah, I mean the way of the world, I guess.
Shipping hasn't been fun.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what the shipping's going to be for the quarter scale one because it's going to be bigger. So, I'll find out.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Are you selling this one to fund that one?
Honestly, I don't know which one I might. That was going to be the plan, but honestly, I might keep this one and sell the quarter.
I'll buy the quarter from you.
Well,
yeah. Maybe I want to buy it.
Yeah, because
I already asked you like months ago when you talked about it.
Yeah, I remembered, Bill. I was gonna say, I was like, maybe we could work something out. I know the Red Ranger at one point you mentioned.
Yeah.
So maybe we could work something out. I was gonna hit you up before, but I was like, I don't know when exactly the time frame that is coming. So I was like, I'll just wait until it gets closer or whatever.
I was present in the conversation. I was not allowed to vote. Ridiculous.
Guys, what's going on? Happy Monday. Welcome to Chatter That Matters.
Martini Production.
Chatter That Matters.
An enema.
What's going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Chatter That Matters. We're here to chill, talk a little bit about collecting on this fine Monday, episode 68. Everyone in Canada, cheers to you celebrating Victoria Day. It was a long weekend here for us this weekend. Sure as hell doesn't feel like it, but it was. But what's going on, Bill? How was your weekend, man?
Victoria Day.
Really good.
It sounds funny. Just like it sounds like a funny holiday.
Give a shit what day it is, as long as it's something.
It just makes stuff up there.
Is that like your, like a Martin Luther King type of day?
No, Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria.
It
was her birthday, so we have it off.
That's obnoxious.
Hey, we need more.
It was good.
You had a good day, Bill?
Let's celebrate a monarchy.
Wow. Let's see what Bill's showing us.
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Look at that. Framed book. You picked that up recently? This weekend?
My cousin did, and he sent it to me. But yeah, I bought it.
Nice. Wow, that's very nice.
It's a lower grade, but it presents as a higher grade. So.
Your cousin has good taste.
It's a 9.8 from here.
Yeah, essentially. Amazing Spider-Man 121, for those who don't know.
And what
really
was
significant.
What was the significance there?
I'll let Buck say it.
That's a trivia question. Stanley, hook us up.
How dare you?
Rescues Queen Victoria.
Wow.
The death of Gwen Stacy.
Oh
it's a terrible time.
So that's a two-parter.
You know the funny thing is, Gwen is actually the best love interest. I'm not as big of a fan.
I agree.
I'm not as big of a fan as MJ as everybody else is. Gwen was always my favorite. And then to top it off, when the freaking movie came out with Garfield and Emma Stone, I was like, that seals the deal. Because we haven't had any Mary Jane romance on screen that was that good.
Nah.
Well, now what this new Mary Jane from this universe that everybody likes, it's terrible.
Is she dead?
It's horrible.
She's not dead.
She's not dead.
She's not a real MJ though.
She's not. I think they're gonna do an actual MJ, like not a.
Probably.
Well, they called her MJ, but she's like, I don't go by that name.
She's Michelle Jones.
Yeah. Not the actual name.
Horrible.
Same as they did with the Dark Knight trilogy and Robin.
Listen, Mary Jane is a mantle, okay? So we could just put whoever we want there. It doesn't matter what she looks like.
Man. You know what's crazy?
Clever.
The funny, the latest mantle is.
Come on.
Do you see what you do, Bill?
I hate that. I hate when people tell me that, bro. Oh, it's a mantle. No, it's not. Shut up. Shut up. The cope is real.
Wow. Alan, I don't know how you're gonna follow that one up. What's going on, Alan? Happy Monday.
I don't seem to be in that position.
Yeah,
thanks. Happy Monday. It's good to be here. Let's see. I'm not that much going on. Oh, I just got my final invoice.
Oh boy.
For the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman Dio from J&D.
Awesome. Very good.
And yeah, man, that's a big pill to swallow, but it better be an outstanding piece because it's a lot of money.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. You better be.
Are you in the hole as deep as John, or is it like close?
No, he's worse. He got the 2-pack.
We got the 2-pack.
Oh yeah. So he's probably paying what you're paying.
Exactly. Yeah,
Pretty
he's
much.
paying close to what I'm paying.
In
Yeah,
Canadian though. In Canadian.
Yeah.
You know you have to thank for that? Queen Victoria.
Wow. See what he did there? Savage.
Full circle, baby. Full circle.
You hate to hear it. Well, congrats. Well, somewhat congrats, right? It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna like it.
They make, so you know you're gonna like it.
Yes, sir. Jerry, what's going on, man? Happy Monday. How was your weekend?
Happy Monday. Yeah, weekend long. Had to work Saturday, but
Yeah.
I did catch the replay Friday. And I am Team Buck.
I think anyone who is sensible is Team Buck. Anyone
Yeah,
who
we're
is not
not- yeah.
sensible.
You know that
Is,
McMahon, we gotta get that clip.
We need
man.
we need the Matumbo one. No.
Oh man,
No.
no. Cypher, did you watch? You see what John? You see the crazy shit John was
And then
saying?
not only did that, but Buck carried it on to Saturday, and I wasn't there to defend the.
You don't need to be there to defend it. It's in an indefensible position, so
very
you don't need to
defensible
try.
No.
No.
It's not even.
Buck is correct.
You guys don't know
Should be able to get the stuff when we want.
Oh, I thought we were talking about trivia. Okay.
Oh no,
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
all
no, I'm sorry. I take it back.
We're talking about the rarity and the exclusivity.
John's craziness.
I have something for you if you want to collect like that. They're called Mattel figures, and you can buy them at Walmart.
I got something for you if you want to collect like that. They call Prime One, Sideshow.
No,
and,
we're changing. No, it's
We're
changing.
changing. I don't know, John. At the moment, we still seem to
I
have
don't
it
know.
my way.
I've heard you've been sweating a little bit in that aftermarket. There's a little bit of sweat.
I don't know about that. As long as
No.
Alan does the right thing, I don't need to sweat.
Deja Thor's at 4,000 right now. She's at 4,000.
Yeah, it's up to 4. Yeah.
Oh man.
But good to have you, Jerry. Yeah, I don't know. Team Buck, that hurts a little bit. What are you gonna do?
Hey,
They can't all be on your
reality hurts.
side. Wow. Okay, fine. Slifer. What, Buck? What were you gonna say, Buck?
I don't think anyone's on your side except for Alan.
Well, of course, Bill too.
Bill, are you on his side? Do you know the
I don't
crazy
know
shit
what
he was
we're
saying?
talking about.
Bill's lost. Bills don't even know what's going on.
John is in favor of scalping and anything anything that makes like statues rare.
Yeah, John.
At what,
you just say it's
at
just
what
part of
even
the
if
hobby.
it's
It is.
even if,
Statues, yes. Figures, no.
Shouldn't be.
Okay.
even if it's to the detriment of the actual
conduct.
people that want to collect.
No. If you want to collect, get your credit card ready upon release. If you
John
want to
is
Everybody
collect,
has that time.
That is like
Everybody has that time.
Statues should be
get
exclusive.
that credit card ready. If you don't have it ready,
Johnny said John. John wants you to always have a puckered butthole when you want to
of course,
order.
you always have to be prepared.
That sphincter needs to be tightly clenched.
100%. You never know when something's gonna.
Hey, man. People got lives.
John does not believe in that. If
You
you're
have a-
collecting,
you have a
your
life?
life
No.
needs to be collecting.
Your life is collecting.
Exactly.
That is John's point of view.
Slifer, what's going on, Slifer? Don't do this to me, Slifer.
Listen,
All you got to do is remember
I'm all about
with the Batman.
what you want, but I don't like kind of like how we're going about certain things. I don't mind like time releases. Like, hey, we're gonna leave a window open. You could pre-order here. This is how many we're gonna make, depending on the pre-order.
Sure, that's
I'm
fine.
totally okay with that. If you want to take your chances on the secondary market, hey, by all means, take your shot. That's kind of how I look at it. I don't like this we're making 50, and this I don't like that. I think as if you they should give you an opportunity. Everything should be made to order. Personally, that's what I think. Depending on how
within
many
a
people
time window, within a time frame.
within a time window. So
Sure.
let's say it's open
That
for
works.
a week or two.
That works.
As long as you get the option to pre-order it, then you're good. But we also can't make pre-orders like $300 like deposits. Like if somebody did like, let's say like Sideshow does it pretty good, like where they give you like
10%.
not a huge. It's like
10%. Yeah.
10% is reasonable. So if people back out, at least that'll open it back
that
up.
That also
or wait
solves,
for people on a wait list.
That solves a lot of the scalper problem too.
Yes.
It's like if it's like
John doesn't want
a
that.
time
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with this.
Not a problem.
Listen, I'm
Scalpers are not
okay.
a problem.
Listen, I'm okay with this idea of having
John's window is 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want no 30 days. There's no 30-day
John
window.
was saying it makes him feel good when he misses out on the thing. He woke up early to pre-order. When he misses it, and he gets that feeling of despair.
That's,
and like,
that's the same feeling that degenerate gamblers get.
No, but I really do believe like the timed exclusive.
Yeah, but not a 30-day timed exclusive. That's too much.
What does it matter? What does it matter how long it is? If it's only a month is not a long time.
What do you need a month for?
Why won't it be a month? If it's made to order and people are getting the option to order?
Okay, 7 days.
15.
7 days. If you can't do it in 7 days, you get the regular. That's it.
I don't even think there should be a regular release. There should just be one release. One release, like they did it with my Captain Red.
What side is Piggy on?
You want to collect? You don't deserve to collect.
What's good?
Because I don't collect like that.
What am I walking into?
Make money.
Dictator John.
Yeah, Scalper John.
Yeah,
Scalper John.
I've never bought something, and I know I've had things. I've personally had things that have gone skyrocketed in price, but I didn't want it. I didn't buy it to sell it. Like that's not.
Yeah, neither do I. But it's part of the.
No, but you want that option.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't want it to sell. I don't want to sell.
John doesn't want it for himself. He wants to feel taken advantage of.
No, I want it for the hobby.
He wants to see something he wants. He wants to see it on eBay.
I do think the happy medium is.
No, I can't get it.
Sure, I'll give you the happy medium. Timed exclusive. 15
timed
days.
Exclusive.
15 days. That's it.
15 days. Made to order.
That's it.
You get in. If you don't, then you have to. Then whatever the price is after the fact is what the price is going to be. Whoever wants to sell it.
15-day timed exclusive. The longer you wait, the higher the price goes.
Fuck your compromise.
What are you talking about?
Sell it on Walmart and Target.
What the hell?
Every 3 days, the price goes up by 100.
Shut up! No. Like I was watching you guys the other day. You were talking about like Jazz Inc. I don't really like them personally. I've had some of their older stuff. I'm not too fond of them. But the option to give you, hey, the first like 100 or 50 people, they get an extra piece.
That's good.
That's cool. I don't mind that.
I agree.
You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you anything more. It's just a little extra for getting in early. That's fine.
Yes.
But I do think everything should be made to order, and it should be whatever the ES is going to be depending on the pre-order. So if there is 1,000, that's because 1,000 people pre-ordered it. But that's it. So I don't have a problem with that. But I don't care about ES. Like if I like a piece, like Buck says, I like the art. I want it. You know what I mean? I like that. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be super exclusive for me to want to buy it because I feel like I'm chasing clout. Point. And
That's
I don't
fine.
like that.
Timed exclusive. I'll settle with you with timed exclusive.
Alban, no.
15 days. 15 days after that, vamos, cut off.
I mean, I pre-order. It doesn't matter to me if I like a piece.
Buck still doesn't. Buck's selfish.
Not good enough.
It's still not good enough for him. Buck wants 3 years.
Wait, I'm selfish.
Yeah.
You get to have the piece. I get to have the piece. That's not selfish. I want everyone to have the piece. You're saying not everyone
but you want
shouldn't have
the piece
the
at
piece.
Walmart.
And I'm selfish.
Funds.
I'm like everyone
you want
can
the
have
piece,
the statue, and you're saying and I'm the selfish one.
Yeah, but
Let's
everybody
look up
can't
that
have the
piece.
statue. That's not how the world
John
works.
John wants you to quit your job, pull out a couple credit
Find
cards.
Find a different way to describe me that isn't selfish, John.
Okay. Psychopath. What's going on, Johnny? Happy Monday.
We talked about this enough. We should move on from.
Yeah.
What's going on, Johnny?
No. Call me by my name.
All right, Buck. What's going on, Buck? How you doing? How was your?
Clearly, he can't see the button to put his face on the screen.
Especially on Friday. I haven't ripped him a new one for Friday yet.
I got one more thing to say. Just one last thing on the thing. With the jazzing situation, the way it's like the first 100 and some people, I think it would be better if they say if you order within a certain time.
That's cool too.
I think that is better than you still order early and you have a chance not to get it, versus if everybody that orders early gets rewarded. I prefer that than there's just a limited number. And like let's say even if you order within the first 24 hours, if you're not one of those 100 and some people, you don't get it. That kind of sucks.
15 days.
15 days.
That's my compromise. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the timed exclusive. I think it's good.
Don't give me a crown. That's all I'm saying.
Or just a timed edition for it. Like the time for you to buy it will determine the edition size.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
I don't think they'll do that.
It doesn't. Not everything has to be an exclusive.
No, but I don't think they'll do a timed, like one edition timed. You have 15 days to order it. I don't think they'll do that.
You know what? What the best compromise is? When you go to sell your statue that you bought like 3 years ago, it's still available on Sideshow's website.
Yeah, that can't happen. And secondly, I don't want to hear, well, you had it displayed for 3.5 years, so we're going to take 3.5 years, the depreciation rate of 2.4%.
Your statue is used, John. What do you expect? Your statue is used. It's a used statue. You know, you get the depreciating value.
Or Piggy's like, what did I walk into? So, Johnny, how was your weekend? Good?
It was great. It was wonderful. Yesterday was just perfect in every way.
Fantastic. Perfect.
You want to ask me why?
What
John?
happened? What happened?
Oh, just a certain team won. A certain team from one state beat a whole small little country, little
Johnny,
bitty people live there.
Nobody in Toronto was crying over that game because, if anything, Toronto completely shit entirely over their team.
Can you see
this motherfucker guy?
The Maple Leafs
lost. What happened?
The Leafs lost, like obliterated.
You want to talk to the boss?
And they deserve to lose. They deserve to lose completely. 6-1. They go play golf. Bunch of losers. Anyways, Buck, what's going on?
Buck?
How was your weekend?
Or Piggy?
No, you were first because of the. I didn't get to you. It was.
My weekend's good. You know, you're talking about the rise in desirability of scalping in the community, in the collecting community.
Holy shit, man!
And yeah,
it's like beating a dead horse already.
Oh,
that horse is gonna keep getting beat.
Beating a dead collector. I'm telling you. Don't worry, he'll pay.
No, we got to move on, man. We got to move on from this. Enough is enough. Like people are gonna get bored of this shit already. I know you think it's funny, but it's getting a little fucking tiring.
Well, it'll be here throughout the evening. I can tell you that. How was your weekend? Good.
Me? Yeah, it was good.
Piggy, how you doing, man?
I'm well. I have no idea what I walked into. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like Buck is behind all of it, but I can't make that assessment just yet. But I just feel like Buck is behind all of it. But I'm doing well, man. I've been busy as hell lately, and I feel like I'm finally kind of like slowing down, able to chill and relax. I'm just happy to be here, and I think talk statues tonight.
A little bit, yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna talk statues for sure. We got a few.
Happy to be here.
Appreciate you, man. We missed you last Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's see who's in the chat. Theo stopping by. Happy Tuesday from the other side. Hell yeah. What's going on, buddy? Random in the house. Thanks for being a channel member. You and Bats in the Belfry. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. We got Lucky Lex stopping by, as well as E-Man. Hope you guys are doing well. Richard in the house. What's going on, Richard? How's it going? We got Cash stopping by. What's going on, Cash? Happy Monday, man. Gamoya. What's going on, brother? Happy Monday to you. Who else is in here? We got Stanley, Team John.
Did you see Stanley's comment that said "Keep it up if it annoys Slifer"?
I didn't see that. No, did he say it? He said it after later on.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me, Stanley.
Mr. Popo, what's going on, brother? Nurturary, great to see you, man. Buck wants to buy Sideshow Prime 1, etc. out of Walmart. Hey, you never know. It wouldn't be surprising. I wouldn't be surprised. Who else is here?
As long as it's on discount.
Amaya. Made to order does sound good, but instead of a week or two short window, made to order should be open till production starts. Jesus, wait. Bury the hobby. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. A+, what's going on, Aiden? Good to see you, Damiano. Appreciate you being a channel member. Good to see you, man. What's going on, Dennis? Hope you're doing well. Did I say random Korean? If I didn't, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Is that it for now? We got Graded in the house. What's going on, Graded? Good to see you, brother. Mitchell, happy Monday. I think that's it. So, what are you guys up to? Did you guys watch any shows this weekend? Did you catch up on any pop culture shows or anything? I watched The Last of Us. Not bad. Last episode was pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of an emotional one. Not bad. But...
Yeah, so I haven't caught up on any. My bad, Jerry. Good.
You haven't watched it?
No, I was gonna say I haven't watched any shows, but I finally made it to the movies to see Stickers and Thunderbolts.
Okay, and what were your thoughts on both?
Surprisingly, shockingly, I actually enjoyed both of them. I went into Thunderbolts with no expectations. Actually, I had extremely low expectations. I was expecting trash, so anything above trash was going to be a win, and it was actually decent. I could have waited till it hit Disney Plus, but it wasn't horrible.
Okay,
it was not horrible. And now I have to catch up on the show that A+ Collectibles just named and Mitchell Lawrence, which is Blood of Zeus.
I'm hearing. I think you're the one that mentioned it a couple weeks ago, and they're saying it's good. I actually saw it on Netflix. It's an animated show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I thoroughly enjoy that show.
Good. Check. All right, cool. How about you, Jerry? You said you didn't watch Last of Us yet?
I've seen everything except I haven't seen yesterday's episode.
It's good. It's not bad.
Good so far. Yeah.
Is she a dad yet?
That was bad. Yeah. It's a little, it goes there a little bit, but it's kind of cool. This last episode, I kind of feel like it redeemed it a bit. Ferenzi, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Hey, I started watching a show. So, like, when y'all used to be young, it came out.
Wow.
The fuck?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Entourage. It's pretty good.
What's it called?
Entourage.
Oh, Entourage. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you said Hot Trash for a second. I was like, what the hell? Entourage.
Canada.
I've heard about Entourage, but I haven't watched any of that. Ferenzi says Mobland. I've been seeing Instagram clips of Mobland. I gotta watch that. That looks really good.
Yeah, I seen the first episode. It was pretty good. I just haven't had time to go back. Yeah, the first episode was good.
Yeah. D3. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Last of Us episode last night was awesome. Great redemption from that unnecessary lesbo scene in episode 4. Jesus. It was though. The storytelling in last episode was fantastic. If you pay attention to the little details, it came full circle. It was cool.
I think there's only like 1 or 2 episodes left.
Is there? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's only 7 this season.
Yeah. See what happens.
I don't know.
Good to see you.
A little zombied out. I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
It feels like Walking Dead. I'm good. I watched that show already. I watched some of it. I can't watch it anymore. It got a little repetitive and boring.
It made me look at the Prime 1 statues, to be honest. That one with Joel and Ellie.
Muted Piggy.
First season.
No, I was piggybacking off Slifer, man. Walking Dead became the most repetitive show. I couldn't even stomach another minute of it. It was the same wash, rinse, and repeat over and over.
Every season, yeah.
Yeah, when you start rooting for the zombies, something is like
the best, I think the best seasons of that show were like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and that was it. After that, it was game over.
It was trash.
Yeah, I agree.
I highly recommend reading the comics. Comics are really, really good.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'm not a zombie guy.
But the comics are where it started. For sure.
Yeah, I know, but I just zombies bore me, man. I don't know what it is.
No, the show drags it on, but the comic though, it's
the storytelling is good.
The concept is not appealing to me. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
So,
what's funny is people got mad when Glenn died on the show, and I'm
spoilers.
Like, if y'all read the
Jesus.
comments, oh my bad. I'm sorry. I thought everybody saw up to that point. My bad for giving a decade.
That's literally
like 20 years ago.
Nah, the best, the worst was.
As far as I got is Negan came in. I don't even know who.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it.
It was Negan that killed Glenn.
With the baseball bat?
The Chinese guy. He killed the Chinese guy.
But what's crazy, he had been like he was long dead in the comics before that point. So it's like, you had a mercy extension. So
Well, they did the same thing with the Song of Ice and Fire in Game of Thrones. I mean, there was characters that should have died season 1, but they kept on living, and other ones that should have kept on living that died. So
I think it depends on
popularity. Yeah.
All right, let's get into some news. A little bit to talk about today because I don't want to drag it out till Friday because then it's old news by then. You gotta hit it when it's fresh. First of all, happy birthday to Mr. Brian from Maji Space. Hope you had a great celebration. All the best,
Happy birthday, man.
I told him you shouldn't be building any Maji cases today. No, not funny. That was funny. Shout out to Piggy because he usually doesn't hang out with us on Friday. But Piggy, you picked up these two.
Yes, sir.
Looking good, man.
I appreciate it, man. When I tell you I love Iron Studios, man, the level of detail they pack in these little statues is always phenomenal.
Even the box art is cool.
Yeah, man.
It's a cool bishop.
They look good, Piggy, but I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
Were these from 2023 or
they were not. They were
Alan,
not.
you beat me to
Oh
it.
my
I was just about to ask that.
When Alan comes after you, that's when you know.
But do you see how I told the truth? So all the other ones that I said are from 2023 are from 2023.
What scale are these?
10th.
Okay, they don't take up a lot of room.
They don't take up any room at all. They go in like a little nook.
Okay. So let's make a new rule, Piggy. 1/10 scale does not count towards your rule. How about
I love Slifer, man. Yes. I'm with it.
The size of a DVD.
Yeah.
All he can do is, sell one DVD, and now he's got a 1/10 scale. There you go.
There we go. But yeah, man, I love these, man. Iron Studios, I mean, people have whatever complaints about them, but I have never been disappointed by anything that I've gotten from them. And I just think that the level of detail that they put in these 10 scales, I don't know how difficult it would be to stretch them into bigger scales. And I have bigger scale statues from them, but they knock it out the park. And I know if they did more quarter scales and third scales, which I know isn't their lane, maybe a few here and there, but I think they would give a lot of these other companies a real run for their money.
What's going on, Knight? Great to see you. Always good to see Knight in the house. Now, let me tell you this. Buck's not going to like this one. I think the cherry on the cake, slap an edition size on these bad boys.
Yeah.
On what? On the Iron Studios?
Slap an edition size on these 1/10.
I don't really care.
All right.
What?
He doesn't collect them. He doesn't care.
I don't care if I can't get these or not. They're like overpriced.
Yeah, Iron Studios is sweet. The Jurassic Park stuff is where it's at for me.
Yep. Are you going to get into them, John?
I want to, man. This year I feel like next year my hands are tied, but I want to.
I get
There's so much stuff, man. There's Piggy. There's so much stuff, man.
I get it.
Hey,
I 100%
hey,
get
Piggy.
it. Yes, sir.
Question for you, bro.
Yep.
A while back, I think you submitted a photo to John, and I've been meaning to ask you, and I guess I'll just ask you now. Do you collect
I've been meaning to ask you, but let's just pause an entire show, and I'll ask you now.
No,
I love Bill's laugh.
it was the topic.
It's worth it for Bill's laugh.
When we saw it. Okay, look, man.
Yo.
Fucking 3 weeks later.
No, what's up,
busy, man? Finals. All right.
Get it out, Johnny.
45.
Better be worth it.
Bro, what
like a
the word
like
pickle, but here's the deal,
fan,
all right?
Like with the Dudley boys, when like Bubba used to stutter, we need somebody to like just slap him in the back of the head, like Devon used to do. Just spit it out. Say what you gotta say.
Do you collect toys? Like, do you have toys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and did you make a diorama of toys?
I did.
Okay, no, it was that like
Fuck me, it sounds like an episode.
Oh my God,
of
is this the XM interview? Jesus Christ!
So I know what it is. You're gonna. Is it about the Ninja Turtles versus Masters of the Universe? That one?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So is that a big diorama?
No, let's derail the show for your personal questions. This is insane to me.
All right, guys.
I can't get past
Look, I'm just catching a theme here. I'm just catching a theme. Piggy is collecting small.
The funny thing though is like didn't we talk about this? And wasn't Johnny on the show that we spoke about this?
I don't think Piggy
saw
was
the
here.
picture.
But Piggy wasn't here.
Yeah. I know, but we spoke that it was Piggy's picture and that he collects toys. So all of it was answered. All Johnny's questions were answered when we saw the picture.
Oh man, look, it's like seeing a dog walking on his hind legs. Like nobody in the hobby collects toys. That's why.
It just shows that Johnny doesn't pay attention in the shows that he's
Johnny,
on.
we still love you, okay, Johnny?
No, those are good questions.
I don't know
Johnny.
what's going on with you, Johnny.
I was just laughing because when Bill started laughing, I can't hold it, man. Bill's laugh is magical, man. It just comes out of nowhere.
See, Johnny's the best part of the show. Hello. What's going on, Michael? Good to see you.
That's a very strong comment from Stanley. Like Stanley's opinion matters.
Stanley knows what's up.
Happy Monday, Battle Cat. Hope you're doing well.
Stanley is Johnny. How about that? Maybe that's what's going on here. We found out his doppelganger.
Forenzi says, sometimes I close my eyes and randomly pick a YouTube show. I always know what show I'm on when Bill laughs, when Bill chuckles.
I'm telling you, man. Bill laughs at something else, man.
Great to see you, Michael. Happy Monday, man. Oh, Johnny.
Anyways, you hear something funny? You hear something funny?
Nope. I don't want to hear nothing.
No, this is funny.
If you say long story short, I'm gonna go over
it's not
there.
related to what we're looking at or what we're going to talk about, then don't even bring it up.
Yes, no, it is. It involves the hobby.
Well, we haven't even touched the topic yet, so you're gonna have to wait.
Okay, spit it out. What is it, quick?
Okay, a couple years back, Diddy dressed up as the Joker, right?
Forget it. Johnny's.
No. Now all of the culture is calling him the poker. You know?
All right, Johnny. I'm happy
that's
not the flag that I have.
I was dying for like 10 minutes when I saw that.
Sideshow. Just a quick little thing with Sideshow. Artist announcement. Not artist announcement. Artist shout out. Getting into some news. Jorge Villar's profile was added to the Sideshow artist section. So check it out, guys. You guys could go in and there's a whole bunch of artists actually, and you could just kind of do your, because we do the whole art station here and shout out the artists and everything. So he had posted today that this was added to the Sideshow page. I'll link it in the description. You have access to his Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as his art station. So I think that's cool that Sideshow does that and kind of gives the spotlight on the artists they work with. That's pretty cool. So I'll link it. You guys can do a little search into your favorite artists and what projects they worked on and all that other fun stuff. But congrats to Jorge for making the This is like the what do you Hockey Hall of Fame, or what do they call it? The Hollywood star on the whatever. Right, Brandon, Jim, what's going on?
I know you guys hate on the Ewoks, but he made my Ewok, and I think he did a pretty good job.
Ewoks, a whole bunch.
Yep.
He's Constantine. He Ghost Rider as of late. A whole bunch of projects he's worked on.
Ghost Rider's good.
Yeah.
Debating, it's on the mind. I have all the things that I want first before.
You have too much time to decide. That's the problem. Tweeterhead. Tweeterhead.
Good thing you don't run the industry.
If
I ran the industry, oh boy, we would be having a different. We'd be all in a different situation. That's for sure.
Be spending it all on hookers and blow.
Wow, I'd still have more left over. Tweeterhead. Tweeterhead here wants to just completely and emotionally wreck everyone's life. But in all seriousness, they, of course, Tweeterhead and Sideshow have announced that they are going to be doing the He-Man and Battle Cat in quarter scale.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
So is that bigger? Is that a bigger size than the original?
Yeah, much bigger. 1/6 was the original. This thing's going to be a behemoth.
Yeah, let's wait till everybody's got their collection in 1/5 and change the scale.
Pretty
genius move.
These are going to be
It's
massive.
not going to come out for another 4 years.
Exactly.
This was popular. And then they're doing the He-Man and Battle Cat, and of course, to back it up, they announced the Skeletor and Panther. Yeah.
1/5 collectors.
Man, I'm interested to hear what the 1/6 scale collectors are thinking about it. The ones that own it. Do you guys care? Does it matter? I'm sure the ones that. Oh, I didn't even know we lost Jerry. Hold on. He just came in.
Oh, we can keep on going. It's good.
Hold on a second.
I mean, they're doing it with other proproperties that they have. They're doing it with that Joker recently, right? The Joker.
Yeah, they bumped it up a quarter, correct? Yes, sir. Yeah.
They're just bumping up scales. I mean, Sideshow is doing that with their Mythos line. They're doing this with their Masters of the Universe line. Don't be surprised when they actually start dipping into the ones that everybody really likes, which is like the which ones, Piggy?
The monsters, like the monsters.
Yeah, the monsters that you guys have been getting. Wait till those go to 1/4, because I could see that happening.
Yeah, they're doing these were well done. These were favorite pieces. A lot of people really like this in 1/6, picked it up, and in quarter these are going to be monsters. So there you go. If you missed out on the 1/6, I guess here's your chance to pick it up in quarter if that's what you want. If you still want it in 1/6, you could do what Buck will do: swoop and grab it. You could grab it.
Never do such a thing.
Do you think you'll probably get a lot of the 1/6 ones go up on the market? Look, Battle Cat saying, "I'm very upset about this, John. I own the 1/6 for both. I wish they had been upfront and offered both scales and allow customers to decide." Yeah,
I think
this is exactly what the Mythos guys from Sideshow with the Star Wars stuff is exactly what happened to us, man. We collected that line for years, and then they decided to do it this way. So, I mean, they're going back to Sideshow, and Sideshow saying, "Hey, you should make these in a bigger scale."
Yeah, probably.
Let me ask you this: Do y'all think when companies do this, it's like cheating? Essentially, not in the sense of screwing collectors who have collected that size, but cheating in the sense of progressing forward with new pieces. Like, do you think it's kind of cheating, lazy?
Like filling up a schedule with old pieces, old projects?
Correct.
It's a cash grab. It's a cash grab.
I think what happens is like if a line is kind of like locked into a scale, you shouldn't revisit that scale. It has to be different when you upsize it. I think it has to change.
Something should be different. There should be an
Something should be
exclusive part or something.
It shouldn't be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
In a bigger scale, it shouldn't be that.
Yeah,
I know people got mad with Superman the Hush, but the cape was completely different.
The portraits were different,
and the paint was different. The base was different. I know people say, "Oh, it wasn't different enough," but at least it was different. I don't like when it's exactly the same thing. That sucks. for everybody.
Big Silva in the house. He says he has them both, and he's happy with 1/6. So that's good. Good to hear. What's going on, brother? Happy Monday.
Well,
Buck, you were about to say something?
It doesn't matter. Forget about it.
What do you mean? Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Slifer, with some sort of exclusive piece or change to something as opposed to. But yeah, even Iron Studios, we've seen Iron Studios do that with some of their pieces too, from 1/10 or from quarter to 1/10, like their Darth Vader, their Hawkman 1/3. They're doing it 1/10 now.
Their Skeletor on Throne, they did it in 1/10, and then they did it in 1/3. I'm not gonna bash Tweeterhead because I know that's what everybody expects me to do every time they mention Tweeterhead, and I'm trying to do better. I'll just say I'll be glad when they're back under the Sideshow banner as far as the POs, because I still stand by my position. There are some pieces that I still want from Tweeterhead, but I will never give my money directly to them again. And I think their business practices are trash, just like their customer service. But that being said, it's a beautiful piece, and congrats to whomever can get it in quarter scale. And I just feel bad for people that would have preferred to get it in quarter scale initially before the like bait and switch, like Battle Cat, who has both pieces. And now if he wants these, he's gonna have to. You got to try and sell your 6 scale so you can get the quarter scale. And you just say, I missed out on this one. Do you think they're gonna do all the other pieces in quarter scale? It really makes it hard to try. And generally, if you collect Motu, you collect the line, and it's hard to know where you stand. Is like, do I stop? If they offer something else and fit their 6 scale, should I get it, or should I just wait in hopes that they're going to drop it in quarter scale? It's not really customer friendly. I get why they're doing it, but it's not looking out for your clientele at all.
Do you think this was Sideshow's suggestion that now they're?
No, I think it was probably Tweeterheads like, hey, we're coming back under the banner. You guys are changing scales everywhere. Let us do it too. Because before they were even officially going to be back under selling on Sideshow, they were doing it with the Beastman. We were forever. Matter of fact, that Beastman, it still hasn't shipped. If it has, it's probably just now shipping. And they were announcing variants months down the line. And we're like, wait, you keep pushing out the date for the original and you're announcing variants. And this isn't even a variant. It's just an upscale.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's Tweeterhead.
Any thoughts, Buck?
I predicted a long time ago that it was only going to get worse, and people thought it was crazy. Here it is now. So.
Yeah.
And it's going to get worse from now as well, because I think now people are getting upset because it's finally affecting maybe the thing they collect, or it's affecting them personally. And it's happening a little too frequently for what they would like. Yeah, so I think if you're upset, you know, make it known. Eventually, it'll be too much, and they wouldn't want the negative press from it. Yeah, but as it stands, this is what we get. This is the companies we deserve.
Okay.
Do you think
it's going to turn into? I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, go ahead, bro.
I think this is going to turn into the Mythos situation where everyone won't buy anything 1/5 from Sideshow because they don't trust them to not make it
in quarter, or they'll wait.
I already know that I will never buy something that's 1/5 scale from Sideshow. I don't care how much I like it. I just don't trust it because I know that that's going to be something that they're going to do, and that hurts them in the long run. So if you are going to do both scales, I think it, like some of the custom companies, they say, hey, we're going to do 1/5 scale, 1/6 scale, and 1/4 scale. Pick which one you want.
Yeah.
That needs to be something that is projected like immediately on a release.
Yep.
Just give people the option, and people will swallow that pill because now they have the option.
Yeah.
I know it sucks, but at least if you know in advance, like, hey, I want it in 1/4 scale. I like that scale. Maybe 1/6 scale works better in your room because you don't have a lot of space. At least give people the option, and less people will be upset about it.
Prime example, Deadly Nature, Poison Ivy, Deadly Nature. The moment they announced the flesh color, they're like, you can get the green variant. We have this many of the flesh, this many of the green, and then you make your decision. as opposed to, oh yeah, here's the flesh color and everybody buys it, and then a month later, oh, here's the green version.
Well, they haven't confirmed anything in regards to going down the rest of the line, so hopefully this is like a one. It's gonna be a one like the bookend pieces here of both of them on their respective
cats,
right?
It's a dangerous move for Tweeterhead, though. They already have had a lot of problems, and this could be like a sign of things to come, and everyone that's collecting their Masters of the Universe line sells all their pieces in hopes that they're going to get them in 1/4 scale, or it'll stop people from pre-ordering.
I think this is going to be a successful release, though.
Oh, I think it is going to be successful for sure. I just think people
consider
that are collecting the other scales will pull back, and it's going to be kind of worse in the long run.
I think successful. I think this will
like ES was.
No, successful in the sense I think that these will sell well.
ES, like when it was selling well, like what's the ES?
Oh, I don't know. On these ones in core, I don't know.
I think these will probably be too expensive.
You think so?
Yeah, and a lot of people will be locked into the 6 scale. They won't bother trying to sell them. So there'll be people that buy it, but I think most of the people that wanted this already purchased it. All this, I think there's little profit to be gained from doing this, and it mostly just earns them like the ire of people that already have the ones.
Disdain. Yep.
Jose, what's going on? Great to see you. Is Piggy gonna buy them? I don't think so.
No. If I catch one on the aftermarket, possibly, but directly from Tweeterhead, no. I'm never, unless something changes with their customer service, I'm never directly giving them money. And again, I'm not knocking the pieces. I love this piece. There's I still may want the Beastman. There's a Panthro from the Thundercats. If it ever comes out and it hits the aftermarket or a reseller or a retail spot, I'll get that Panthro. I just won't give my money to.
Well, good news is that Sideshow's kind of taken over their whole distribution. So customer service now will, as long as you're ordering the product through Sideshow, you'll be fine customer service wise. I would assume. Ross,
it can't happen quick enough.
Great to see you, Ross. You and the crew. Happy Tuesday to you guys. A Plus has an interesting point. I think they should give the 1/6 buyers a discount on the quarter.
That'll never happen.
You know why that won't happen? I think in the beginning they're a bit more lenient, but with the frequency with which stuff like this is happening now, the variants, the re-releases, and the scales, they will be giving so many people discounts. It's not they're not gonna bother doing that. They're just letting you know like they don't give a shit. Anything that makes them money, it's they're willing to do.
And the other thing is, I don't think a lot of the collectors that own the 1/6 will necessarily go after the quarter. But I think it would be very disappointing if they start doing that entire line in quarter. I think that'll be a very bad business move overall. You want to do these two bookend pieces. Still not the best for the collectors in the 1/6. But you know, and I say this because if the original releases were quarter and then they downsized to 1/6, I think we'd be having a different conversation because realistically, a quarter I find is the more popular scale on the market. So I think downgrading from quarter to 1/6 is not as bad as going from 1/6 to 1/4. I think a lot of the 1/6 collectors who picked it up on 1/6 would have liked it in quarter instead. So then to see it now, it's.
But Big Silva makes a good point where he says, "I won't get it in 4th scale. I like Motu, but not to take up too much real estate. I'm good with the 1/5 and these 2 and 1/6. And if I do end up getting that Skeletor on Panther on the aftermarket or something like that, I would want the 1/6 too because
you just don't want it to take that much real estate.
Yeah, it's probably going to go behind me in a little DVD rack, and I don't want to give up too much of that.
Okay.
Piggy. So now that they're getting distributed by Sideshow, do you feel more comfortable?
You said now that they're getting back with Sideshow,
you feel more comfortable now?
Yeah, I do, because I know that there will actually be some customer service.
That's good.
Yeah.
Into some PCS news. I just wanted to talk about this because the pre-order is going to go up before Club on Friday. So I wanted to give you guys the details. So if you were interested in ordering, we got some updates. First off, Walter Trono, who did the concept design for the new Conan piece, had made this post giving a shout out to all the artists with PCS. Creative direction by Ant, art direction by Dennis Kucherik, concept designed by Walter, sculpted by Franco Carlissimo, and painted by Alessio Salvatore. So this was the concept that Walter did for the PCS Conan. Some of the concept art.
Does he look leaner here? Does it look like he's a little leaner in this one compared to like more definition? Like the chest area? Like for the art, just like
I think
like
to my eye it looks
a little bit like
similar.
the angles look a little different.
I think it's the angles, yeah.
They gave him a little bit more of a twist in comparison to him standing a little more strong.
Yeah, and even the yeah, there's some things that are different. Even the shield there is not laying down as much as the here. It seems a little bit smaller, and it's not laying down. It doesn't have the helmet. The concept art doesn't have the helmet there you see on the bottom.
I think I'm not a big Conan guy, so I don't want to pretend like I know everything about the character. But just based on some of like the stuff people were saying on Facebook about it, like like showing like different like actual art from like Frazetta and like his build, this seems like a little bit too bloated. I don't know, Alan. You're more of that authority on it. I don't know. It just, I think the face sculpt was good. I just think like the base is just very, and the position of the pose is just not good.
I have a lot of issues with this piece, but
well, let's discuss it.
For everyone that wants to get it, man, congrats. I think it'll probably be it'll end up being a good piece. At 24.5 inches tall, from the bottom of the base to the top of her head, that seems severely underscaled to me. Considering he's standing on a mound, and part of that 24.5 inches is her. I don't know. It just seems underscale to me. It looks more like a fifth scale than it does a quarter scale. Conan is a big character. Seems underscaled to me. That's my first beef. The second one is that base. And maybe it's, I don't know, the character that he's standing on. It just looks like a mound. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I had to zoom in on it and finally figure out that it was the shoulders and an arm with a severed head. My first glance, I'm like, what is that blob on the base? And I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but when I look at the base and I don't know what it is, and I have to try to figure out what it is, that kind of bothers me. And then the paint, a couple things. The paint on the base, the character appears to be sinking. If you go to the backside, it's hard to tell from this angle, but there's pictures of the backside of the.
I have some, yeah.
And it appears that the character maybe it's sinking into mud or something, but the paint application, it just, again, there needs to be more clarification in the paint between the character and what it is he's sinking into. If that's supposed to be mud or quicksand or something, maybe there needs to be more grit in it. It's very smooth looking, just like the skin on the character. So for me, it was hard to tell exactly what was going on. On the positives, I like the face sculpt. I think the sculpting in Conan looks pretty good. He's a little beefy, but you can get away with that with this character. I love the way they painted the axe with the blood dripping on it. The female character, it looks okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey, valid points. Listen.
I don't want to for anybody that wants to buy it. So
a couple things here. Let me just get to some comments in the chat. Cash saying he's going to be ordering the Conan solid statue, hoping for it to be under 1,000. But that's the only thing.
It's not going to be under 1,000.
No way in heck it will be under 1,000. But he's just saying the only thing he wants it, as far as he doesn't like about the statue, is the base. Understandable. I think he hit the nail on the head there with that one. Silver agreed.
That stand on his butt, like he's standing on the guy's butt and his shoulder. How can?
And I want to show the pictures. I want to show the pictures. I'm going to pull it up here because they have it on the site. But the one thing I wanted to mention that we didn't know and we're learning, that I learned this weekend when they posted this, is so you're getting two versions now. At first, it was this version that was shown with the princess there. Now we know that that's the deluxe. Now we know there's going to be this version offered with the axe without the princess. So let's get into the pictures. We'll start with the deluxe. We don't know the price yet. It's going to be coming out May 22nd, so that's around the corner. But let's look at some of the pictures now. And we can see what Alan was discussing here.
In Conan, do they have like lizard monsters and stuff like that? Like, is
Yes.
that,
Yes.
they have like humanoid monster looking stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
they got skeleton monsters. There's all kinds of stuff to pick from.
because when you looked at the concept art, it looked like this character was supposed to be green, like kind of like some type of like monster. So like maybe a troll or some shit, you know? Like, I don't know. But,
oh, you're not wrong. Here, look a little bit.
So I think maybe that contrast would have made more sense for him standing on top of it.
Even the head he's holding. Yep.
Yeah. Like,
and I think that would have been cool if the whole body laid off the base like that with the arm. And the arm was...
technically, that's paint. Like if they were to paint it and like give it a little bit more like, shading, it could work. You know, the heck.
So it looks like with the deluxe, you're getting the axe with the blood, which I think this works. The axe with the blood works here with the base. You'll get the clean sword, and then you'll get the decapitated head with the deluxe. 24 height with the princess there. I think these pictures make it look better than the ones we showed last week for sure.
It's not a piece you want to catch on like from the back. You need to see it just in the front. Like, don't look at it from the back.
See the coloring on the feet? We didn't see that at all. On the heels, the red, the detail on the paint, we didn't see that previously. His looks like his hand is going in to her leg. That indentation's there a little bit. Her face is. Someone had said Jessica Biel. I don't remember who said it, but yeah, she looks good.
Good sculpt on her face. I bang it.
This is what you were saying, Alan, about the holy mac. Hold on. Stepping in that back there.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We're just kind of sinking into the sand thing. I think the Conan's done well. It's the base that's throwing it off. That's where I'm at.
This guy and make him like the concept. I think more people would accept it. A little bit. They wouldn't complain as much.
This look right here, Slifer, where he's holding the axe and the princess, like this look right here, I think looks really good. It's just that base that needs a little tweaking, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but I see like the problem with it being human skin is why it looks so weird.
Could be.
It wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know much about Conan. I was just looking. That's the first time me seeing that concept art.
Shipping's January to March 2026, and then this is the regular option, which I think is.
I think it's better.
I think it's better.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a sexy girl on their arm? I get it, but I think the regular is where you're not missing out if you get the regular.
I agree. She's a nice touch, but if you're someone who like owns the Sideshow one, for example, and you don't want to have the prize, as they call her, on the shoulder, you can go with this one. This one is the only one that comes with the axe on the shoulder. The deluxe does not. It'll only come with the axe in the hand. So this look is exclusive to this one. So you'll still get from what I saw here, you'll still get the head. It's the axe on the shoulder that differentiates the two. And of course the princess. But there you go.
Small tweaks, man. You could make this guy a goblin and people will be okay. And
yeah, see, they just extended the base a bit. That's fine. Where the arm would lay on the off the base, they just made it part of the base, which that's fine. All right.
I mean, hey, you guys like it. get it. I mean, Conan's not a thing for me, but
yeah, congrats to whoever's ordering. It's not. I think it's one of the better.
Dart on it. The guy's doing it in the chat. I'm not in the chat. In the Facebook group, like it's really impressive stuff.
Say it again. Sorry, who?
The concept, like they.
Yeah, Walter. Yeah.
Walter did an amazing job. That looked really good.
X-Men, what's going on? Yeah,
that guy a job.
Cash said that makes no sense. So with the deluxe, you don't get everything. Isn't that backwards?
Correct. It's confirmed and confirmed it in the group. He said someone had asked, let me get this straight. The deluxe version doesn't come with the axe on the shoulder option, only the girl on the shoulder version, or is the deluxe version really complete with all possible variations? And not Ant, but PCS came out. Someone from PCS, it's just the PCS name came out and said no axe on shoulder for
That's
the
got to be
deluxe.
a mistake. There's no way that makes any sense. There's no way.
Yeah, the axe comes in the hand because they're not going to give you the axe for the shoulder and the princess
with the girls over the shoulder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if I'm buying the deluxe, that means I should get everything.
Well,
that's how I assume.
Like, if you're buying the deluxe, yeah, well, that's usually what deluxe means.
Deluxe means give me the works. You know, like if I go to Prime 1 and I want a deluxe, I'm getting all the switch outs, all of them.
Knight says I think he should be standing on a dead Terminator.
Maybe he is. That's how he's balancing himself on the metal bloody butt cheek.
What if they'd have made that guy on the bottom, the dead one, like with scales or something?
Something different.
Like something close to the concept art would have made it more palatable.
Yeah.
It's an easy fix, man. If they haven't printed this thing, give that guy a little bit long ears, take the helmet off of the base, and paint this guy green.
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, the long ear, the goblin looking thing, I didn't notice that in the concept. I think that would be a lot better,
and the people would like it more.
Yeah,
right? I think that's just the coloring style of the concept. I don't think.
Look at the head. Like look at the ears. Look at the ears on this head. That's a full goblin, and then look at the ears on the head that he's holding.
That's true.
Although the head looks good, the decapitated head does look good. Even the one on the statue.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But even if they just tweak it a little bit and give him like the pointy ears, it would still look good. I mean,
in all honesty, you know what I think would have made this good? I think they should have done what they did with their half scale Conan and offer two base choices. Either this base choice, or you can have a more pretty much what Marlanoid did the other day with the rubble rock and then the weaponry on the ground. If they give you
battlefield,
correct, two base choices like they did with that Conan, would have been a good option.
I'm glad they bloodied the axe so people won't have to do it on their own like I had to with my blade.
Yeah, jeez.
And I definitely think I like the feet on the prize. So, that's a
the feet look good.
Points.
The feet look good.
Do.
What's going on, Statue Kingdom? Great to see you. All right, let's go Prime. Let's blow through this.
Stop spending money on feet pictures and feet prostitutes. You'll have more money for collecting.
Again,
it's not worth this life.
Monday isn't too much of our news show, but I figured we'd cover this instead of waiting till Friday because then it's just becomes old news at this point. But Lilith to go with oh my god, what's her name now? Morgan. Edition size 400 coming in at a price point of $1,099.
What do y'all think of this?
I like it. I like both of them. Both of them are really nice. I'm not gonna get them, but I think they look beautiful.
Bonus is this nameplate.
I don't like the Lilith, and I think she looks closer to the actual resource material. I think she. Let me rephrase that.
Why don't you like Lilith?
They did a good job. It's just not.
It's not well endowed enough for you.
No, you're not gonna get a second opportunity to call me a pervert tonight, Slap.
No?
I'm not a pervert.
You're basically telling on yourself.
There they are. Look at this pair, though. Oh,
see, look at her next to the Morgan.
I don't know.
Like,
listen, one is built for speed.
No. Right? It's like looking at Peggy and Marcy on Married with Children.
Jeez, I know I got that reference.
Oh, you ever had a girl that had the little itty bitties?
I got that reference.
Man.
But look how good that looks, man. I don't even know where this is from. It's from a game, but this looks so good. But I would if I was to pick one up, it'd be that Morgan.
I feel like you have to get both.
But do you see how they bookend each other so well? The candelabras on the Lilith. Look, they on the other side of Morgan, they bookend so well together. Well done. This pair is well done here.
Yeah.
I wonder how like deep they are. If you were to put them this way, would it be like 20 inches, 30 inches deep, or?
Oof. Well, considering the base is pretty similar, let me see what it says here. Does it give you dimensions?
Further down.
Oh, here.
Oh, there you go.
50 centimeters by 34 centimeters.
Well, we're looking at depth. The depth of 34 centimeters. What is that?
34.
Like inches?
John Ant said you just like these because they have bats on them. You're not
pretty much. He knows me so well. Do you see that? That's a friend right there. He knows me so well. Fat Tie Kid, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. He says only a pervert would tell people he isn't a pervert. Well,
you're not a pervert. You just know what you like, Piggy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If anything, you're ahead of the game.
There we go.
It looks pretty good. So that's up, man. Prime 1, 400. Yes, Prime 1's been really just knocking the door down with when it comes to pre-orders. They literally want to get everything from that last showcase out before the next showcase.
They haven't put my other Guyver piece up for PO, and that was from the last one.
Yeah, they want to put the popular stuff up.
Man, I'm still waiting on my Ivy from what was that, like 3 shows ago?
How dare you?
No,
I'm not unboxing it on the show now.
What'd you say? You know what?
I'm not gonna unbox on the show, you hater.
Oh, that's okay. Bill's here. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Hold on. Bill's not really here, but Bill, we need a laugh, Bill. All right, let's keep going. Charles posted this, not the clearest photos, but I wanted to share it. This is the Berserker Predator, just to at least whoever's waiting for this, the ball's rolling. I know it's late, but the ball's rolling. Share some photos of it. So congrats.
I like the way that skull is sinking into the water, kind of mud thing going on there.
Yeah.
Are you picking this up, Alan?
Yes, I have this ordered.
I can't wait. I'm excited for you to get this.
No, thanks.
Did they say they were using any like real leather or anything like that on these pieces? Like for the 1/3?
I don't know.
They didn't specify.
They don't specify. Usually, it's
yeah.
I had the original like Hot Toys version of this, and like they all got like the leather just like, graded on them.
With Juggle Hunter,
if you get it, just treat it.
Yeah,
just treat it. I think the smart move would be to treat it, especially in your climate, Alan.
Yeah.
Well, we do have air conditioning here. It's not like I live in a.
No. They even in perfect conditions, that leather stuff.
Okay.
It tends to go. Just speaking from Hot Toys experience with these stuff.
Yeah. I'll try that.
Okay. Lastly, with Prime, not the best news, but I think they fell asleep on QC on this one or their R&D. But Silvio posted this photo, and this is what he went on to say. Finally received my Prime 1 Studio Gandalf Ultimate version. This piece is amazing with the exception of the placement of Gandalf's staff and sword. He should be holding the staff in his left hand and his sword in his right hand. I informed Prime 1 Studio of this issue as they have the correct placement for the miniature Gandalf, and with their previous Gandalf versus Balrog release, they asked that I post this via the group to share feedback. I'm in awe as to how they did not catch this. And you can just tell that you could see the Gandalf there with the Balrog and how it's just the wrong hands holding it. The wrong placements.
I know some people may think that's not a big deal, but trust me, if you have OCD, something like that will drive you freaking insane. And you'll just keep looking at it and looking at it and looking at it.
If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, and I know the guys with,
I had this piece on order. I canceled my order and decided to keep the OG Balrog versus Gandalf.
I think that was a good decision.
I let this
presentation.
Yeah.
Was it due to the same issue, Alan, of the weapons?
This issue, and I don't know, some of the texturing on this one. It just, and the beard, there was just some issues that didn't quite sit right with me.
Mm. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this, especially Silvio had said that they had asked him to post this in the Prime 1 group to get feedback. So I'll keep an eye on this to see how they handle this one.
See how many people are going to complain?
Say it again?
Are they trying to see how many people are actually going to complain?
He didn't elaborate into...
That has to be what it is, because they want to see how many people have a problem with it if they really need to take it back and get it fixed. That's what I'm taking from that comment.
I respect the fact that they told him to post it in the group, though. Regardless of whatever the reason is, I do respect that they said post it in the group, because some groups, they would have tried to appease him and be like, don't mention this. They would have erased it if he put it up somewhere. So I'll give them that.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. All right, so that was it for a little bit of news tonight. Now we're going to do our Everyday Archive. I'll give you a little hint. This is Archive episode 13. Give you a little hint. This is a character that we have done already, but this iteration I think deserves to be part of the archive. A few people have recommended it. Any guesses?
What company?
Sideshow. Of course, Sideshow.
Is it a Hulk?
Skill bus?
Which one?
The legendary skill bus?
No, you guys are gonna hate me. It's the
not a Batman. Not a Batman.
Doom on Throne.
Oh, okay.
Sideshow Doom on Throne. Is Buck here? See, Buck's here. I think that this deserves to be part of the archive. If not so much because it's some people feel it doesn't hold up to today's standard, but for being a piece of just collecting history and nostalgia. I still think it holds up, that throne alone. But we'll get into some of the details, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's take a look. This was released in 2005, Slifer. $325, man. By Sideshow. The Gore group worked on it, as well as Pablo Vigiano, which I think he goes by Pablo Vicente as well. If we remember Comic Galaxy, when we were doing your unboxings, I had brought that up, that he was one of the artists that worked on this as well. ES of 500 with this piece. 500 for the exclusive and 1,000 for the regular. And of course the exclusive was the goblet there that you see.
I think he works with Prime 1 now.
Yeah. But this was and I will use the G word because I think this is when the G word almost originated, was with Sideshow. The Grail word. This was, you can find this thing for over $3,000 at one point. And I leather belt, and look at this throne. Look at this throne. I don't know. I think that this still holds up to today. The craftsmanship that went into this, the detail, the love and passion that went into this is what I see. For 2005, go back to what that year was in collecting and what it took to get this to market by hand. This will forever be ingrained in the hobby. Maybe not necessarily with the new folk coming in.
Shipped like that? Holy shit.
Wow. That's how it's shipped.
I was not expecting it to look like that when they put it in the box.
Oh, yeah. 30 pounds. This baby was a beast. Art box was nice. It was just in a league of its own, in my opinion.
I think it's I still think it's a nice looking piece. It still looks good today. I like the throne. You know, I'm not a throne guy. I don't like thrones. But I like that you kind of can position him in different ways where you see a little bit more of the throne as opposed to it just being like a head-on kind of thing where you get to kind of see some of the elaborate detail on like the side of it.
Yeah.
It's a nice piece. I like that they use mixed media. I know people don't like mixed media, but I think sometimes the like falls on a piece, it doesn't always work when you sculpt it. It's very hit or miss sometimes. I think like you see that with some of the newer pieces that are coming out today, like the Palpatine on Throne would have looked way better with like fabric on him, like a fabric kind of, as opposed to like
draping.
Sculpted.
I agree.
It just looks, something about it just looks like I don't know, like another layer that's just like a layer of detail. And I think like this piece does that well. So I mean, good on them for making this piece. And it definitely seems like it was ambitious at the time. 30 pounds for a Sideshow piece.
Yeah, 25.
And to be to ship like that, that's pretty insane.
All solid, all one piece.
Yeah, that you don't see that too often.
Jerry had to step off because he was having some internet issues, but he said, "Archive the throne, but throw away the Doom."
Well, I like it because it's very comic. It's like a blend of comic and realism, and I like it. I think it works.
It's held up for 20 years. You know what I mean? 20 years later, and it still looks good.
Yeah,
I think it's a piece in person.
I think it's a good choice for the archive. This piece kind of started a whole trend. I mean, it took a little while, but throne pieces, all of a sudden, then everybody wants to do a throne piece.
Yeah.
And this was all hand sculpted, and that throne is it's really well done.
The level of detail that went into
exactly. And I think just the goblet. It was that whole stand that the goblet is on.
Yep.
Correct.
Was the
it's the whole stand. Oh yeah, it's the goblet and the whole stand as one. Oh yeah, that's yeah.
I think they did a great job with this. I know you have this piece, and I think if I had this piece, I would hold on to it just as a kind of a tribute to a
different time.
100%.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. I agree with you completely. Like look at the detail down here, even.
You see the way they have him positioned where he's looking off to the side, so you get to appreciate the throne from this angle.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to have him facing kind of too forward. It's more like, oh, what the hell are you doing here? Kind of thing. Like I like it, like a little bit of arrogance to it. And I like that for this piece. I think they try to do the same thing with the Thanos, where it's kind of like you have to position it at an angle to kind of really like get a look at it.
Precisely.
So this paved the way for that to look like kind of like be like designed that way. So you get to appreciate the throne, like the seat itself. So I like that. I like this piece better than Thanos on Throne.
A+. Wow, that's high praise. A+ says, FYI, this piece was inspiration for the custom Darkseid on Throne.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh wow.
This piece is definitely it's one of the Throne pieces that kind of like started that trend. Like Alan was saying, like it definitely sparked a huge like shift where people wanted this. They wanted this look.
I agree completely. Graded says no bad angle. I agree. And then we have a few more shots here. Some color.
John, I wanted to ask, how did you come by this?
How did I come by this? Oh boy, I wouldn't be able to tell you the year. This was more than 15. I've been with my wife. 11
on the secondary market.
Secondary market. I paid. This thing retailed for what, 300 and something US, I believe, 300 to 500 US. I paid 2,100 Canadian when I bought her. When I bought them, 2,100. So I wanted it. It was that time of collecting. That's like I always tell you guys. That's how it was. If you missed out, too bad. You missed out. You have to pay up.
Yeah, I would hold on to this one.
Yeah. Oh, I would never let. I've had money. I told you guys I had like someone from Singapore, but they had family living here. I had someone offer me like 4,500, I believe it was, Canadian for it, and I didn't let it go. It's not about the money. It wasn't about the money.
Some men just
want a lot of money. That's a lot of money, though.
That's a lot of money, but it's not about the money.
Think of
there's no thinking about anything. It's not about the money. If it was about the money, I would have said, "Here you go," and I could have bought it cheaper now, but at the time I didn't know that, and I still, if you asked me today, what I would do, I don't know. I don't think I would sell it because it wasn't about the money. 4,000's nice. I would get the 4,000 and spend it somewhere else. This piece is, I have that memory of always wanting it, and I was young when this came out, fairly young, and there was a lot of money back in the day. I remember seeing it and always wanting it to add it to the collection. And when I finally did, it was like, wow. Yeah, I paid a lot. I paid a lot for it, but it was like, wow, you have. It's just a stunning work of art, full 360. There isn't a bad angle on this piece, in my opinion. And I get a lot of people don't like the hood. You play around with the hood, you could get it styled properly. But this is like Resin Ronin here. He says it's a timeless piece. This will always be ingrained into the well, now the archive, but into the history of collecting. Anybody or the mother who collected back in the day knows this piece.
Big Silver has 2 of them.
He has 2 of them. He has the regular and the
You're insane, Silver.
Oh my god,
that's silver for you, man. That's silver.
That's amazing.
For the rest of us.
I remember watching P2 Vision. That will show you how far back I'm going. Talking about these and going to SD. Oh man. Anyways, this deserved to be in the archive. I'm happy we added it. And I want to give a huge shout out here to this video you can check out from the Enchant's place, and I'll link it. We won't go through it now, but I always like to add a video to these. He did a tribute to the OG of Statue Grails, Dr. Doom statue in 4K. This alone was already in 4 years ago. So I'll link it. You guys check it out. He does a great job just talking about it and showing it off. Gives you a full 360. So I'll link that for you guys. And I'm gonna do this as a separate video like I always do for you guys. So
I've never seen this with the hood off. It still looks good.
Yeah.
John, what did you say the price was when he initially came out?
I want to say 3. It was listed. I saw this was really hard to get information on because it's not on the archive anymore. But $325, I believe it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So since I don't know much about this piece other than like pictures of it. Like since it was shipped with him on the seat, you can't really like play with this fabric anymore, right? You can't.
No. You could play with whatever give is there. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't come off the seat.
Gotcha. That's crazy.
Yeah. Very wild.
Okay, but you can mess with the hood.
I've seen other stuff with like around him. Did they do a lot of like custom little add-on pieces for like like chalices and stuff like that for this piece?
No, what they did with a lot of these is recasts.
Yes.
This was highly recasted piece. So if you ever are purchasing it, even in today's market, because they come up, they still don't come up as much as you would think. But they will still come up. But be careful because this was a highly recasted piece.
There's also a custom Doom on Throne where he's got like red carpeting on stairs going up to Throne, and they did a lot of proximity pieces for that piece. And I've seen people that have both, and they'll take those proximity pieces and put it around this around the licensed one. So that might have been a lot of pictures that you saw.
All right, let's do our final part of the show, and we can all go to bed. Is Buck here? Buck and Bill?
Yep.
All right, Buck, here we go. Battle Royale. The auction. We got Bill's filled up. Piggy's filled up. Alan has 1 more spot. Jerry has 3 spots to fill. Buck has 3 spots to fill. Vega has 1. Slifer has 1. And Johnny has 1. And D-Rock has 2 left. Battle Royale. We're going to change it up a little bit today. You know how you're going to win characters today? Well, let me tell you. Whoever wins the round of trivia tonight is going to have 2 characters. 1 to keep and 1 to give away. That's how you're going to win a character today.
What happens if you want to give away to people that already have a full set?
You can't give away to people who have a full set. Now, if someone who has a full set wins trivia, they can decide on whether they want to keep. You're only going to allow to keep 1, so they're going to have they're going to be able to decide whether they want to keep 1 character, swap it for one of theirs, or just give both away.
This sucks.
It's how it works, man. Can't be always good. I'm sorry. Get your private chats ready, and we're going to start it with Johnny because he's on the bottom. Don't be upset, Slifer. Come on.
Bro, trivia? You're tying this to trivia, man?
I'm tying it to trivia. I gotta spice it up a little
I'd
bit.
rather you do blind fucking draws.
I know, but I gotta spice it up. Come on.
Be careful with the blind
We do trivia all the time.
That's fine, and people love trivia. And
Oh
Slifer,
my
you need to get on the board, Slifer.
Unbelievable.
If it's any consolation, it's random trivia tonight.
How can I get on the board, man? You guys are fucking asking these crazy ass questions.
It's random, so it's all going to be weird questions. It doesn't have to do with collecting.
Oh my god!
Are you ready? Private chat's ready.
Win.
I drew the line. I drew the line.
What do you want, Buck?
I drew the line. Private chat's ready. Johnny, random trivia. How much would you like?
500.
Oh, wow, right off the bat. All right, let's do it. 500. Here is your question. Remember, you don't answer out loud. You put a sign in the private chat. First come, first serve. Here we go. Who directed Jurassic Park?
Wow, he was fast.
Johnny's first.
Steven Spielberg.
That is correct. Next amount, please.
Random trivia for 300.
Here we go.
Line.
Let me draw the line. Thank you. I love you, Bill. Always having my back. Hold on. Here we go. Don't forget, you can put in, you can do your sign already and take the risk, but you'll lose the points if you're wrong. Random trivia 300. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Buck.
Michelangelo.
That is correct.
Damn, Don, it's one word.
It's one word. Sistine Chapel's one word?
No, Michelangelo.
Oh. Is it one word?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, you guys really want to get on my back with everything. Eh? Go, Buck. Fuck.
You want
random trivia for 400.
Here we go. Line is drawn. Right? Line is drawn. Here we go. What is the name of the first man-made satellite? Bill.
Sputnik.
Oh, Bill, coming from the left-hand field. Bill, good job.
Nice.
Bill, 200 or 100?
200.
Line.
Bill knows that from the Transformers movie.
Thank you, Buck. Here we go.
No, it's from that movie October Sky.
200. What is sushi traditionally wrapped in? Buck.
Nori.
You went in and gave us the real answer. Seaweed. I'm supposed to say seaweed. Seaweed or nori. That is correct. Good job, Buck. That puts you at 500. Here's the last question. Everybody get ready. Here we go. What country has the most natural lakes? I didn't do the line. Fuck. Buck went, though.
Was it me? I thought it was Ray Charles.
Ray went for sushi, no?
No.
No? Okay. Go ahead, Johnny. 5, 4.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Ooh, that puts Johnny 100 ahead of Buck.
The Great Lakes.
So we got Bill, Johnny, and Buck. Guys, go over to Facebook Messenger and tell me how much you want to wager. The category is still random. Facebook Messenger, tell me how much you want to wager in increments of 100, please.
Oh, man.
73.
Do they keep their points?
No, only the winner keeps the points.
Bet it all, guys.
And I thought this was just so that we can do.
No, this is for points as well. We're treating this as actual trivia.
Damn.
Hey, and Stanley, are you still here? Because if they want a bonus question, you're going to give us the bonus question. Yeah, he's here.
Oh my god.
Oh, Bill.
This is giving me like 5 answers. You're like, fuck.
No, he's not going to give 5 answers. He's going to give 1.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes.
John, just say that. Say it right now that you reject if he gives a multiple.
Exactly. If he does, I reject it, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Stanley. Sit on that.
Okay, here we go. Here is the question. Send the answer via private chat. Don't say it out loud. What bird is known for its impressive ability to mimic human speech? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. I got all the answers. The answer is parrot. Now, without saying anything, here is how it's going to work. Bill wagered $100, so he will go up to 500. He said parrot, correct. Buck wagered 500 points, and he said parrot as well. So he will be going up to 1,000. Now our good boy Johnny here wagered 100, and he had said parakeet.
Pretty bird. You have one job, Johnny. You could have did it. You could have.
Isn't it like in the group? No.
Unbelievable.
Pretty bird.
Bill's laugh, man.
Pretty
Everything
bird.
is worth Bill's laugh.
What movie is that from? Stanley. Oh, I asked Buck. 1,000 points, Buck. Will you double or nothing?
Unbelievable.
Bird.
How many points do I have so far?
You have 1,000.
No, like
Altogether, you have.
Man, I gotta look that up. Hold on. Oh,
Johnny, it doesn't matter because you would have
you
lost.
have-
Only wagered
Updated, you have 98.50.
Let's double or nothing.
Stanley, I need a double or nothing question, but Stanley, only one answer. For trivia, goddamn right, I will give you rules. All right?
This ain't your show.
For this
Stanley.
Jeopardy trivia, I will give you rules. I need one answer.
Please don't give me trivia.
All right, Stanley. There's the line. This is only for Buck.
I'll probably fail this question.
Stay positive. Here's the question. One answer. Oh, mama. You guys.
my answer's not technically wrong. I just looked it up.
What live-action Spider-Man actor could produce webs from their body?
Tobey Maguire.
Oh,
What? You are Stanley? You're in cahoots with
me the
fucking
layup.
man.
wow.
Really? That was
Wow.
the fucking
Pretty bird.
layup.
For next time, you try to get on the board. You try and get on the board. You know.
That's the answer. Tobey Maguire, Stanley.
If you don't want me to win,
You
try.
guys talk about fucking cheaters.
I don't
You're
even-
looking at them right here. Stanley and Buck. There you go.
I don't even know who Stanley
cheaters,
is on
eh?
Facebook. I've never colluded with him.
Yeah, sure. He just happens to ask
You
you.
colluded with him, but
I come in
It's like Wonder Twins. Yeah.
Wonder Twins.
Spider-Man question. Unbelievable.
Good job, Buck. 2,000 points. Hey, Vega couldn't make it.
Maybe next time John just asked for like Stanley to give the question and he has it. That way he doesn't know if Buck is gonna win or not to satisfy Slifer.
Okay, Buck. Last. Now here's your choice. I'm going to show you the character. I'm going to show you the first character. You need to. So you took 2,000 points. Congratulations. I'm going to show you the first character. You need to decide on whether you want to keep it or pass it on to the next person. You decide who takes it. But you can't see the second character and make a decision.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
Well, you can't have everything. So are you ready for the?
Can I wait? Oh, so can I? Do I have to keep one of them?
You have to keep one of them.
Can I? I can't reject both.
Correct.
And it makes winning feel like a punishment. What if one of them is shit?
Well, don't forget that's the whole point. The punishment is you won your 2,000 points. That's the thing. So you get to pick. You're going to get a character. I'm going to show you, so you get a benefit of seeing one. That's the benefit. But the second one,
I have to pick. I have to take them both. Can't I just reject both?
You can't reject both.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's move on.
So you want to see the one? This is the one. This is the character you won for winning trivia.
Hope it's Mr. Bean or some shit.
So if you reject this one, you automatically get the next one. Okay, here we go.
Well.
Kratos.
Who has like open spots? because I can't give to everyone on the panel. You know, like some people are complete, right?
So we got D-Rock, Johnny, Slifer,
Do it to Johnny.
Vega, Jerry, and Alan.
I give Kratos to Jerry.
You give Kratos to Jerry? Okay. Jerry takes Kratos. This is who you're going to be walking home with tonight.
Oh, Mr. Bean, please.
Dr.
Wow,
Manhattan.
man.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
You leveled up.
Really?
Fucking believable.
Wow.
Well played, Buck. Well played.
And I still did a good thing. I gave Jerry a character he likes.
Yeah, you gave him. You kept it.
Don't act like I knew who was next. Stop it.
Yeah, no, it was selfless fucking action over here.
Stanley, type in a question for the chat while you do that. Channel members, huge shout out to Damiano, Brian, Ken, Bats in the Belfry, Ben, Boba Bill, Decoria, and Schleifer. Appreciate it. It's been a while since I read the name. Appreciate
Bill,
it,
man.
I fucking hate you guys so much. For the chat, 350 points, and let's get to bed. I need to go to sleep.
Wow. You really did, Bill.
What actress played Valkyrie in the recent Thor and Avengers movies? This is for the chat. First person in the chat, 350 points.
Initials are TT.
What actress played Valkyrie? Fat Tie Kid says Tessa Thompson. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Fantastic. Rob Barnes close. He's currently our leader, but we're giving it to Fat Tie Kid, who was first. 350 points, but I think that put you on the board. Guys, that was fun. I like that little sneak and conniving.
Oh, man.
Are you happy with Dr. Manhattan?
You know what I'm happy about is that like a couple weeks ago, Flapper was so happy with Vega's lead, and it's about to disappear completely.
Dissipate.
Oh, man.
Stanley, I can't do more trivia, man. It's Monday, bro. It's 11:40.
Stanley, good life.
We're trying to do more trivia, Stanley. We're trying to, but it's look how these guys treat me. But if they were in the lead, they wouldn't treat me like this.
Go beat your Slim Jim or something, bro. Get out of here.
Don't give Bill a parrot, please. Wow.
Hey, but no, I'm glad Brad brought that up. So, according to Google, a parakeet is one of a small to medium-sized species.
Still would not have won.
Not the answer.
I
I didn't ask
It's not
you.
about winning. It's about getting it right.
Stanley, you should just
Come
tell
on.
them you're 80 years old and blind so they stop giving you a hard time. Slifer loves trivia. He does secretly. Anyways, Bill, Alan, Piggy, Buck, Slifer, and Johnny. Appreciate you guys stopping by this Monday. This was fun. Flushed out the system of some of the news. You guys have a good rest of the week. Have some fun this week. Monday's behind us. Hope you have a good Tuesday. And we'll see you for Thursday. Should be another everyday display.
Did you read Jerry's comment?
Give Johnny a parakeet speaking. You guys are savagery, man. Oh, I am clipping that. Listen,
Joker talks.
I am clipping that.
Tell you
and
something.
I'm putting it next to Jack Nicholson's laugh.
man.
I've never
just
met a
had the
bald
scene.
guy that did not deserve it. all right?
When he
I've
laughed,
never
I
met a
saw
bald
the
guy that
scene
did
of the
not
movie.
deserve hair on his head.
Jesus.
I love it.
Well, but Johnny will start talking to the parakeet, and then the next morning the parakeet like offs himself. He's like,
That was fucking awesome. Love you guys. Everyone watch the show. Everyone watching the replay. Have a great week. We'll see you. Stay safe. Elect responsibly and have fun. Take it easy.
Wow.
oh god.